You can walk into the most well-organized, well-designed function, but if no one greets you, what does it matter? It feels cold. I want to share with you a time when I experienced what I like to call the Salaam effect. When someone says Salaam to you and makes you feel welcomed, at peace, or safe. And I want you to share, has there ever been a time where you experienced the Salaam effect? I'd love to hear your experience in the comments. I remember my first time in Chicago during the summer, and I was walking with a non-Muslim friend who was from Chicago, and we were just strolling for hours. And suddenly my friend stops me and says, "Do you know where we're at right now?" And I said, "No." He says, "Southside of Chicago." And I thought, Allahu Akbar, Southside of Chicago? One of the most dangerous places in the US. It's notorious. And so I immediately became aware of my surroundings. And as if on cue, a man started walking towards me, and he's walking towards me, and he says, "Assalamu alaikum." And in that moment, you know what I felt? I felt peace. That phrase alone made my heart feel comfortable. That's the miracle of as-salam. This phrase, I absolutely believe, is miraculous. Growing up in Sudan, I remember walking through dark alleyways at night, and sometimes you'd see shady figures sitting in the dark. And what do you say? You say, "Assalamu alaikum." And they respond with, "Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah." And any apprehension would immediately disappear. And I'm sure we've all had that experience in many places in the Muslim world. Or sometimes someone would say salam to me first, and at that moment, I know that this person is no harm to me. And so this greeting of peace that the angels taught to Adam is very powerful. That day in Chicago, as I kept walking, another man across the street from a storefront, he shouts out, "Assalamu alaikum," to me. And then he crosses the street and he comes up to me, and the man was a giant, mashallah, tabarakallah. I was like looking in a mirror. And he talks to me about how excited he is to see another Muslim, and he's just so happy to interact with another Muslim. And we talk for a few minutes, and then he walks. And then my friend looks at me and goes, "Man, you know more people here than I do." And I laughed and I said, "No, we're just Muslim. This is the way that we are." But, I wish that what I had said was, completely true. That's the way we're supposed to be. It's not the way that we are. The absence of salam makes even the most beautiful places feel cold.